So I'm reading this book nowadays, The Golden Road, How Ancient India Transformed the World. And one of the chapters talks about four very great mathematicians of different eras and different races, but somehow connected. Two of them are really famous, but the other two are almost unknown. So before Fibonacci, almost all of the calculations in Europe were done using Roman numbers. And if you remember the Roman numbers, doing a complex calculation using Roman numbers is almost a nightmare. Fibonacci introduced Indian numbers and methods to the masses in Europe, and this revolutionized the mathematics there. Today, a lot of people call these numbers Arabic numbers, but Fibonacci was very clear when he was writing, and he has clearly described that these are the Indian numbers and methods, which he believed and has written were far superior to anything in Europe. 400 years before Fibonacci, Al-Khwarizmi did almost the same in Arabia. He came up with the very famous algebra or algebra in Arabic, which we all use today. And he was also very clear that these are the calculations done using Indian methods. So it was Brahmagupta in 7th century who was likely the first one to use fractions, decimals, and most importantly zero in a formal manner. And this was his ideas that traveled to Arabia, reached Al-Khwarizmi, and eventually reached Fibonacci in Italy. But Brahmagupta relied on the foundation led by Aryabhata, who in 5th century calculated the value of pi, did complex calculations in trigonometry, and laid the basis on which all these other mathematicians relied. So this was the road of knowledge that started in 5th century in India and reached Italy in 13th century.